Today I'm going to be playing MCParks again, and this time I'm at Hollywood Studios. So I might be able to get this entire park done in this episode. What I wanted to first show you is this is the Disney Skyliner, which goes to where we were last episode, and also a few hotels, such as the Riviera, Caribbean Beach, and Art of Animation, Pop Century. I said I was going to go over that last episode when we were at World Showcase, near Epcot's Skyliner station. Over here are where the boats come in from the Epcot hotels that don't have the Skyliner, at this dock right here. And this is the entrance right here. And there's not that many rides here, so that's why I feel like we can get this done in one episode. And this first area here, after we go through this area, is called Hollywood Boulevard. This park opened in 1989. There are some shops down here. It's kind of similar to Main Street USA, except it's a completely different theme. Completely different era. I'm not going to go through the shops like I did Main Street USA, but there are some things that are unique. Like, what is this in here? Oh, I think it's a Starbucks. Look at that. Yeah, I believe that's a Starbucks. I think this is much shorter than Main Street USA, by the looks of it. What is this? It's just another shop. And then right here is Sunset Boulevard. And then just like Hollywood Boulevard, you got a lot of shops. What is that? Hollywood Tower. Okay. Speaking of that, that'll be our first attraction over there, which is called Tower of Terror. Yeah, I'm not going to go through the shops. You can see the sort of feel. It was in the sort of 1950s era, I think. And over here, I think there's some quick service places. I think over here is the Beauty and the Beast live on stage, I think it's called. Sorry, I'm climbing on a fountain. Probably shouldn't be doing that. This is the Beauty and the Beast show, I think. But obviously you can't watch it because this is Minecraft. And the audio's gone off because we're kind of out of the music area. And this is Tower of Terror right here. Okay, you can hear this street sign change. I think it's a traffic light. And this 13, I mean, you know this is an unlucky number, right? If you live in the US. But also, this is what it does when it's a 5-minute wait time or less. Here we go. So this was like it was a mythical hotel. Basically, I think a group of people, I think there was like a thunderstorm going on. They got struck by lightning in the elevator. This is a cool hotel lobby. It's really well known. Button to begin the pre-show. And now it's over here. I guess we can do the pre-show for you guys. Where's the... Oh, click the button. What button are you talking about? I have no idea. I can't find a button anywhere. I feel like I have found it before. Just not today. Yeah, there's no button. Did they remove it? Yeah, I think so. We're gonna have to skip the pre-show. It's a little bit dark in here. And then now we're going up to the elevators. And that pre-show talks about the group of people who got struck by lightning in the elevator, I think in the 1930s. Obviously that didn't happen, it's just a myth. How do you get in there? Button will return. There's no... Where's the elevator? I don't understand how this works. I'm pretty sure this is open. It would have said before if it wasn't. Oh, there it is. I found the button. I don't know. Is that just a door opening that I just heard? Yeah, you can see that big drop. It's a little dark, but you can see what we're about to go through, which you can't really do on the real ride, because this is not enclosed in Minecraft. In the real one, it's enclosed. I don't really want to ruin the ride, though. But there are some cool things that happen, like this. I guess we're going through maybe what I was talking about. Yeah, there. Electrocuted. Except it's in this hallway. What's that name tag? And then I think we're about to like go up and down like really fast. It's a free fall ride, which I'm not a fan of. There you go. I think you go into a show scene here. I don't know what's going on here though. I think, yeah, we're about to get dropped. Yeah, beyond this dimension, but not in a good way. We're going up and down so fast. Okay, I think I hear it about to happen. Okay, I don't know which way to face. I don't know where the outside is. Okay, it's very dark in here. I'm sorry about that. Try to turn all the way. I can't see a thing. See the axe, that's it. Okay, there you go. You can see things now. Yeah, that's Rod Serling. I think the person with the narration. Yeah. Wait, are we entering something else? Oh, wait, did it drop while we weren't looking? I didn't see the outside at all. That's so surprising. I thought, I don't know. Any people play this game can let me know in the comments what happened there. Because maybe you just don't see the outside. And this is the shop. I do want to mention I think there's a show called Phantasmic past here. I'm not gonna go all the way over there. Just letting you know. Now, over here is an attraction called Rock and Roller Coaster. Let me see if that's open, because it might not be. If not, we can just check out this area. How do I know? Oh, yeah, I guess it is open, because there's top riders. Let's skip this. Save a bit of time. Here we are. This is a really cool area. Welcome to G-Force Records. You know, G-Force is from Roller Coaster you get. And then the pre-show that happens here. Aerosmith, they gotta get to a show and they gotta go really fast because they're late. This is what this ride is basically. Super Stretch Limo. This is probably the most intense attraction in the entire resort. And it's the second fastest in the resort as well, behind Test Track, that we couldn't do because it was closed in Epcot. I made a ride like this in Theme Park Tycoon. I don't know if you guys know, I did a video about it like 3 years ago. Blasting zone. Get ready for life. Oh yeah, this is the most scary part. It's really fast. It's very sudden. And it's pretty dark in here. I don't know where we're facing. Oh, there you go. Now we're going through the Hollywood sign. We'll try to make the camera face the correct way. It's going to be a bit difficult though, because it's just so dark and you never know where you're turning. It's a pretty short ride too, but the lines are kind of long. And yeah, and I guess you make it to the concert on time. And donuts. Is that coming close to the end? Yeah, parking. This is the parking for the concert. Invites you to join us outside Magic Kingdom. Electrical water pad. But we're not going to do that because of the video, and we obviously did Magic Kingdom already. So we're about to get into the unloading area. And this is probably the most ride-dense area of the park in MCParks. There's a lot of things that aren't open yet in MCParks. But there's still enough rides to do an episode on it. We're dedicating just one episode to this entire park, and you can see the Tower of Terror. It's a cool view. But yeah, there's like a limousine on this upside down track replica. Now, let's head over to a place called Animation Courtyard, which is a small area. There's quite a bit of history to this park as well, which I will talk about once we get over to those areas. I mean, Tower of Terror did not open with Hollywood Studios. This area did not open with Hollywood Studios. I think it was 1994 when it opened. Let's first get to the main part of the park. I haven't shown you guys that yet. And this is a restaurant called the Hollywood Brown Derby. It's based off of an old restaurant in Hollywood. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Now, and that's Animation Courtyard. We'll go in there just a sec. But this has some history to it. This was originally the Great Movie Ride. It's now Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but I do not think it's open on the server quite yet. This isn't static in real life. It's just static on the server because limitations with Minecraft. And this is the Chinese theater that you go in. I'll just take a quick peek because I know it's not open quite yet. Yeah, look, you can see the doors are closed. So you can't go in. But this is a really cool entrance. It's based off of a real place in LA, I believe. So now let's go to Animation Courtyard like I was talking about before. There's not that much there. Okay, I think this attraction was Voyage of the Little Mermaid, but I think they recently announced that it was going to be closed permanently. So the Voyage of the Little Mermaid was actually a show, unlike in Magic Kingdom, Little Mermaid attraction is a ride. This is like Mickey Dance Party, or no, Disney Junior Dance Party or something. I don't know if that still exists. It used to be called Disney Junior Live on Stage. This is Star Wars Launch Bay. I think it's just a meet and greet. There's no attractions. We'll get to all the Star Wars stuff in just a bit. Which, by the way, no attractions in that area are open. You can see there's some displays here. It's pretty nice. I don't go in here, though, because it's just a meet and greet. If you've watched this series, you know I don't like meet and greets because they have like insanely long lines for no reason. Okay, let's exit this area. But I believe this was the original entrance for an attraction that no longer exists here, called the Backlot Tour. In the later days, this wasn't the entrance. Yeah, the Backlot Tour was an attraction where you go in like a tram vehicle around the backlot of the park. And you'd see a bunch of sets and stuff like that. You could see a bit backstage. That closed 2014. Before that, there were a ton of scale backs to it. The length of it was extremely reduced. So that's why in the later years, the entrance wasn't over there. It was closer to over there. I don't know where it was exactly. I don't remember. Okay, let's actually go over here. We're gonna go over there later. Kind of a weird setup here. Over here is One Man's Dream. It's a show about Walt Disney and his accomplishments. It's really cool. Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday. This kind of connects to the carousel of progress that we saw in the first episode. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, we'll get to that in just a bit. We're now going where the backlot tour used to be, that area, so I can talk about that a bit more. But this area is currently incredible. It's not that much here. I don't know if there's supposed to be an expansion to this. I don't know why is this blocked off. This used to be Pixar Place with Toy Story Mania, but after Toy Story Land opened, this was scaled back and it's just some mini Incredibles area. I think they might even have meet and greets. At best, they don't even have much of an attraction there. Now, this was Toy Story Land. They actually moved Toy Story Mania to this land. Over here is the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, which is completed in real life, but not on the server. You can see the concept art for that. And over here is Slinky Dog Dash, which you'll be getting onto. But this is Toy Story Mania, and it's closed off. There's even an invisible wall here. You're basically playing a game. You're shooting at a ton of targets. You have to gain as many points as possible. And I believe last time I checked, Slinky Dog Dash was open, so let's go to that. There's not many guests on the server. I'm here at like 7 a.m. or something. I think the queue for the Slinky Dog Dash is over here. So here you go. There's always a long line for this attraction. There's someone actually waiting in line. Hey, ASM, you're in the video. And you guys, I think the only reason I'm on MCParks nowadays is for a video, so you'll be in the video if you see me playing. Unless I'm AFK or something, then I'm probably not recording. This is a really short one. It seems so weird just to go through the line that fast for this attraction. That's because we're in Minecraft. It's kind of thrilling for like an attraction that only requires you to be 38 inches tall. But then again, it's not as thrilling as a lot of attractions in Disney World. It still is quite thrilling on Disney standards. But to theme park standards, it's not. And I think this is the launch. It's not as bad as Rock and Roller Coaster's launch. When I say not as bad, not as intense. Here we go. Honestly, kind of underwhelming. You get some good views of the park. Obviously not as good views here because the render distance on Minecraft is bad. And we go down here and I think the attraction's basically over. And I think there's like a toy penguin over here that tries to tell you like, oh, there's something coming up, but then there's nothing really coming up. Like the first time I rode this, I was like, oh, is there something else? But no, you just go into the unloading/loading area. Yeah, singing the You Have a Friend in Me song. That's the penguin I was talking about. Yeah, I've been on this before. Okay, where are we heading next, you might ask? Let's go to Alien Swirling Saucers, because that's the last attraction in Toy Story Land. This is a pretty basic one, you're just going around. It's like Mad Tea Party. It's similar to a lot of attractions in Disney World. You just basically go around here on I guess a flying saucer. But as I said before, even if this was open, I wouldn't do it because it's very basic. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is currently under construction. Wait, still? Okay, I might have to do some trespassing here. Here's the queue for swirling saucers. Oh no, I thought they wouldn't put it here. Oh, that's sad. You know, it happens. It's a shame. Yeah, it is. Quite a bit. Maybe I can try it again from the other side. Actually, I don't think that's going to work. But the attractions aren't even open there, I don't think. They'll definitely make some videos about the attractions I did not get to because they were closed. Once there's a certain amount of attractions that open, I can do it. So I thought I could go through Galaxy's Edge, but they're still doing all that work and only allowing early access people to go through, which is really sad. So in that case, let's go to the other side. We're back in the main area. Over there's Echo Lake. It has like a boat, quick service restaurant, I think. And there are 2 ways to get over there. So over here is the Indiana Jones stunt show, I think it's called. It's a show where you watch a bunch of things that happen in the Indiana Jones movie. There's no Indiana Jones ride in Disney World, but here's the theater for the stunt show. I don't think it's called stunt show. It probably has a different name. I'm thinking of Lights, Motors, Action, which, by the way, used to be, I think it was where Galaxy's Edge is today. I forgot to mention that. And the audio just turned off there. And then here's the 50s Primetime Cafe. Basically a restaurant where you're in like an old house. Sort of like, I guess, grandma's house kind of feeling. And as the name suggests, it's from the 1950s. I don't know what's over here. Is this like another restaurant or is this part of it? I don't know. Looks kind of different. Has a different feel to it. Okay, let's go back to where we were. What is this? Isn't this Frozen sing-along? Vacation? Oh, wait. Oh, this might be the wrong. It's called Vacation Fun. I have no idea what that is. So talking about the backlot tour again, it's sort of it's banned the Toy Story Land area, and I think part of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge area. Over here, this is the other way. There's a restaurant called ABC Commissary. I think it's American food, not too exciting. This is the other way. And then past ABC Commissary is the Sci-Fi restaurant, and I think it has some other words in that name. It's where you go into a drive-in, you watch a bunch of shows while you're eating in a car, and this is a really cool atmosphere. I really like eating here. But there's a sort of nighttime representation of LA around you. 2D, obviously. Now let's go over to Grand Avenue. Oh, I forgot to show you Star Tours. Let me do that. Which is still here despite Galaxy's Edge opening. This is like a backlot restaurant or something. This is the only thing that's backlot in this entire park still that's open to guests. Star Tours, which I don't think is open last time I checked. I can show you a bit of the queue maybe. And come back for another video. Yeah, it's closed off. It's just a shame. I wish I could. Now I'm stuck here. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Yeah, but not being able to explore a whole land is just a shame. So I'm gonna try to get in for you guys. But I doubt I'm gonna be able to. I'll probably get banned from the server. This is the shop for Star Tours. And this kind of unique structure. It reminds me of Galaxy's Edge. This is Grand Avenue over here, which used to be Streets of America. A replica of some American cities in one land, like San Francisco and New York. I think it closed 2016, and they turned it into this area. And this is Muppet Vision 3D, which is a show. So it obviously won't be open ever for real because it's pretty difficult to do that kind of thing. I mean, maybe they could, because they do have some of that technology. I'm not going to go through there because that'll get me completely out of the way of everything else. This is just the waiting area, and there's some Muppets that do some things on the TV. For some reason, this is the park I feel like the hottest at. I don't understand why. Maybe I'm just here on the hottest days, and I don't realize. Pizza Rizzo, which I think used to be Pizza Planet. And over here is Marla Melrose, which did exist when Streets of America was here. Oh, this did exist. But they kind of repurposed it. This is closed off. I don't know it's supposed to be. And that's the exit to Muppet Vision. So let's go. Let's try to go to Galaxy's Edge. I just remember like the hype it was over here before Galaxy's Edge opened. Like a bunch of YouTubers were over here. I've obviously been here in real life, so I can describe it if I can't get in, which is very likely. What am I doing? Okay, this is not allowed at all. Oh yeah, because they know that someone was going to do that. So now I'm backstage. Wow. Maybe we could go back up there and just so I can tell you about. Oh yeah, and I'm stuck. Wait a sec. Okay, I warped back to Muppets. Let's see if I can get through. I doubt it. They've covered up the whole area. Maybe at least get a good view of it so I can sort of explain it to you guys. But obviously most of it I'll be doing in another episode. I guess a side series called Attractions That Weren't Open. Something like that. I don't have the final name. You can sort of see the brown that you see quite a bit, but if you see up there, there's some stone. Let's get a good view. No, we can't get a good view because the trees. There's no way. So there's two attractions, Rise of the Resistance and Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. In Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, you're basically in a Millennium Falcon going through a bunch of things, and it's sort of like Mission Space, except you are controlling yourself entirely. Like, you can fail, and on Mission Space you can't fail because it automatically press the buttons if you don't do it. Here you have to press the buttons or else you're going to die. And then Rise of the Resistance, you don't control anything, you just go through a bunch of scenes. It's kind of intense. It's newer than the land itself, but it had a ton of technical difficulties when it opened. And then you also got places like Oga's Canteen, which is a bar, and then you also got the famous blue and green milk. I think I've mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. No, there's no way to bypass. Maybe I could get some video up for you guys if you want it. So yeah, that was teased in 2020. It's still not open. I don't get it. Is that not what their priorities are right now? I don't understand. But all that aside, that's about it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and click on the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will actually be a transport video. See you guys.